That's the other antibiotic. That's going through the machine. And the fluids. This is my view outside. And of course I'm watching Triple D. This is everything for right now. Here's me. Still in the hospital. My voice is kind of going out, but medication, antibiotics, of course the fluids. The pump. There's me again. Here's my view. Well, I'm going to turn the lights off so you can see it's a better view. And of course, I'm still watching the Food Network. But that's my view at night. It's calming, it's peaceful, it's beautiful. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Okay, hun buns. It's been the 28th is when I got out the hospital and was released to come home. And I have been on antibiotics since then. Well, what did I take? Clindamycin, 30 milliliters, 3 times a day. And it's not a pleasant antibiotic. It doesn't smell great. It doesn't taste great either. I was telling one of the representative I talked to yesterday for my health insurance. Apparently, I actually got connected with a representative who had the surgery that I'm gonna have next month. And where like you can see like the swelling and stuff went down tremendously, but like from here to here, this like area is just like a big knot right there. So it's still kind of sore and tender and hard to swallow on some things, like okay, say for instance, like you get something at the top of your teeth or your gum, and you know how you go like this. Well, I can go like this. Like it won't go up to underneath my lip. And that's thinking for I can do the inside and not the outside. So I can do the inside with my tongue, but not so more of the outside, going around to the right side of my mouth. I can't yawn, like, you know how you would like, oh, like do a big yawn or something like that. Can't do that because it's like the tension is right here. Certain things that I drink stings underneath my tongue. I've been sucking on the lemons, the lemon candies and stuff like that. Drinking plenty of water, but the lemons kind of like burn the back of my throat. But I'm still doing everything that I can that I'm supposed to be doing, leading up to my surgery of next month. Tomorrow is supposedly the last day of my antibiotics, so that would make officially 12 days, because I had to be on 12 days for the antibiotics. That'll be officially tomorrow night. It'll be 12 days. Be the last dosage. Only thing I've been doing is getting up and going to work. I haven't really done any videos or anything like that, because in the morning I'm just trying to get in, get out. Well, you know, get up, get dressed, and go ahead and leave out. But I do document, like, underneath my chin area. Like, I take a picture of my full face, and then I zoom in, and then I take a picture of like right underneath here, so I can document my progress of how much is really. You can see the nut right here. Like all this is a big nut, but the swelling around it has definitely went down because I don't look like a bullfrog anymore. I still have to watch what I eat because I can't open my mouth all the way. I got to make sure that I don't have dry mouth that can possibly lead to an infection again. So that's why I drink as much water as possible. I drink my organic apple juice. I have some organic lemonade that I bought at Whole Foods. I also have the Oro. I don't know if you guys have seen Tabitha Brown talk about Oro, which is a plant-based mini meal supplement. And they only have chocolate and vanilla right now, so I couldn't, when I went online on Whole Foods, it was saying that it had it in the store. But when I went into the Whole Foods, mine that's by my house, it wasn't on the shelf. Even though it shows it that it was supposed to be there. But it wasn't on the shelf. So I ordered it through Amazon. So I do the meal supplements. I have my soups and everything. And I'll be on like the same regimen again next month. You know, it's supposed to be after tomorrow. I should be able to like not have a problem with eating more solid meals. And the other thing about the antibiotic is, I know this is TMI, but it gives you a very healthy bowel movement. So you're going to the bathroom more than you think. You know, I don't, like I say, I don't try to do much. I have to watch how I brush my teeth, how I brush my tongue. I also have to watch how I even, like, you know, do my hair. I barely do my hair. Like, I twisted this part up, but in the mornings, only thing I do is get the brush and brush this down and pull this back, like, you know, lay it back as possible, because too much of me trying to comb my hair or go have my head down, trying to, you know, comb my hair through and stuff, that is like a lot of tension right there. Even in the car while I'm driving. And if I try to like turn my head to the left, I'm all right. But if I gotta look over my right shoulder to see if somebody's there, you see how my tongue, when I'm talking, it's like tension right there to where it feels like somebody is pinching my tongue down. So I have to be careful. Even like eating on a few pretzels. You see this? Eating on a few pretzels, right? Puts a lot of tension and strain on the left side, even though I'm just eating on my right side. It's trial and error for me right now, because I've never been through this. I've never had to deal with this. And like I told the doctor, I really wouldn't know what to ask and what not to ask, you know. I do know after the surgery, she said that I will have drains to get the fluids and stuff. That's supposed to be in the incision area to gather fluids. And then once the fluids get down to a certain amount, then they'll go ahead and take the drains out. But she said that would probably be like after a couple of days, 3 or 4 days or something like that. And I'm like, okay. All in all, I'm supposed to be off work for 2 weeks. And the lady I talked to yesterday from my health insurance, who had the surgery, she said she had it back in October. But she said her doctor didn't have drains for the fluid or anything like that. She didn't have drains, but she said her bottom of her jaw and her chin, because she said hers is on the right, mine is on the left. And she was saying that she said she was in a lot of pain, like even with the pain meds that they gave her. She said she was still in a lot of pain. There was a lot of swelling and everything, but she said she still has the numbness, but it's not as much as before. Because she said she went back to work, I think after a couple of days, she said, And she thought she was going to be all right, but she's, you know, mainly on the phone talking to customers, you know, myself or companies that's calling about, you know, the medical coverage and benefits. And she said it was just so painful. And she said she wished she would have just took off the whole time. And I was like, oh, wow. But she gave me a little insight and everything. She was telling me to make sure I wash my hair. Like the morning that I get up and have my surgery. Besides taking a shower, wash my hair. Because she said afterwards, it's very, you know, hard for you to think that you can wash your hair or move around. Because she said it's going to be a lot of tension, strain, pressure, and pain. So I was like, I didn't even think about my hair. I wasn't even thinking out. You know, usually if I have to have a procedure, outpatient, or even be in the hospital, the only thing I do is get up and basically just take a shower, brush my teeth or whatever, and, you know, go on in at the set time that they tell you for your procedure. And so I was like, I wasn't even thinking about my hair. I wasn't thinking about, let me wash my hair. I didn't even think about, like, it's going to take me a minute to be able to do something to my head, right? One of my older sisters, she was going to try to make it down, but her job is not, it's a schedule conflict, so she's not going to be able to come. But my other sister is here, so she'll be helping me out in everything between her and her mom. And other than that, like I said, when I left the hospital on the 28th, that I was going to try to piece all this stuff together. But what I was thinking about is waiting until I finish with my antibiotics tomorrow, and then try to piece everything together this weekend and go ahead and post a video, right? And that way I'll have a video up, because I haven't had a video up, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Something like that. And basically since the storm. That was the last time, that week. Because that was when the week of the storm that came in on the 16th, going into the 17th. Like, I was starting to get a sore throat. Well, it felt like a sore throat, because it felt like, you know, my throat was, you know, hurting in the back. Not thinking about it, you know, so much of the gland, because the gland was, like through my gland, underneath my tongue, was coming out, I guess, mucus or the infection, because it was yellow. And I still didn't sit there and think about going to the doctor. I just figured I'd just do the warm and the cold compresses. I thought maybe where the stone was or whatever that my doctor has been telling me about go ahead and drink more water or whatever, and that, you know, try to push, you know, push the stone to move or whatever. This is the only thing I'm thinking in my head at the time. Okay, well, maybe whatever was blocking the stone, maybe that's what's coming out, and, you know, it can be able to move. No. So Monday I felt that. So I drank some hot apple cider. The packets that you can, Alpine is the name of it. You can get it Target, Walmart, whoever is over there with the hot chocolate and stuff. It's like hot apple cider packets, right? I'm drinking that on that Monday. And did that and some grits, right? And but as it prolonged, when it came to Tuesday, I tried to force myself to eat some more grits and the hot apple cider again. But it was still sore and hurting. So it was getting more and more difficult to swallow. Came down to Wednesday. I could barely pinch off pieces of my peanut butter and jelly sandwich to eat. I was like trying to hit it in my mouth because I couldn't even open my mouth, right? And I had to sit here and try to, it can open the lid, and I had to try to push through little pieces of my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? And drink what little water or hot apple cider that I could, right? Because I'm thinking it's just a sore throat. And just do my teas and hot apple cider, and hopefully it just gets better. When it came down to Thursday, I can barely drink that hot apple cider. I couldn't eat. It hurt like hell to swallow. It felt like I had nothing but froth, phlegm, and foam in my mouth. I just kept spitting everything out. I couldn't talk too much because it would build up in my mouth, and I'm spitting out in napkins, going to the bathroom, you know, spitting in the toilet. I know this is TMI for probably a lot of people, right? Like spitting in the sink, trying to wash my mouth out, and everything that I possibly could, because the only thing I could do was they should get the outside of my teeth. And if I could get my toothbrush in on the side and force my way in, then I could try to get the inside of my teeth, but not so much, especially not on this side. And I was just going through hell, and I couldn't take it no more. And on Tuesday, I made an appointment at my doctor's office, because I'm thinking like maybe it's got to be something I'm allergic to, because I thought my tongue was swollen, because I couldn't open my mouth. I couldn't even see to the back of my throat, like say, ah, you know, that I can't even see the back of my throat, because I don't have the full function. Like my doctor explained to me, like the inflammation and the infection that was from the gland is irritating the nerve, and from that, it's restricting my tongue. So I was just too through. I made my appointment. I went to see my doctor, because I'm thinking like maybe it's just some, you know, could have been something I ate or something like that, or maybe they have to give me an allergy shot, something, you know, to release from my tongue feeling like it's swelling up in my mouth. And I know I was dehydrated because I hadn't really eaten. I couldn't barely get any water in, right? And so I made that appointment, and my appointment was going to be for the following week on Wednesday. So, okay. So when it came down to Friday, I got off work after the storm and stuff. I had what I could save and salvage from my freezer. Like everything else I had to throw away. I had to throw away like 2 grocery bags. Like the hefty cinch sack tall kitchen bags. 2 of those away of my food from out the refrigerator, because it was not salvageable, because the lights didn't come back on until about 10:30 Wednesday night, right? And they were on just for a little bit that Wednesday afternoon, and then they went back out, and they didn't come on permanently until Wednesday night about 10:30. And what I could, you know, get that was in the day before that, that Wednesday morning, I took some things out of my freezer that was starting to thaw, and I took them to work, and I put them in the freezer at work. And everything else that was already thawed, I left it there, because I couldn't save that. I didn't want to, you know, be trying to take all that to the job. I was only taking things that were still kind of frozen or hadn't really thawed out. So, got down to, like I said, Friday. I couldn't eat or drink anything. Nothing. Couldn't eat a little cutie. I couldn't pinch off my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I couldn't even get down any hot apple cider down my throat. I was just messed up. I really was. And over the weekend, I Googled about swollen tongue, right? And it was saying, like, you know, cold compresses and like popsicles, you know, sucking on popsicles or eating on popsicles in the area will help the swelling go down. And lo and behold, there's popsicles in the freezer. And I had some lemon, and I had strawberry sorbet. Baby, I was super sucking on popsicles like they wasn't nothing on the first day on that Saturday. And the swelling in my tongue or in the back of my throat would subside enough, and I could be able to drink some water. So Saturday was the first time I could actually just chug a lug and drink some water, because I hadn't had any. I drank the water, and it was just water and popsicles. Water and popsicles. That was it. I didn't attempt to do anything else. I was just happy I could get some water down my throat. Did the same thing on Sunday. So when it came around to Monday, I'm doing the cold compresses, right? And I'm in pain. Monday, and did the same thing on Tuesday. I'm like in pain both of those days. On Tuesday night, I really just want to cry. I want to cry so bad. I'm laying in bed and I'm like, I can't take this anymore. I can't take this anymore. I was like, I'm so glad my appointment's in the morning. And that happened to be on, what day was that? Hold on, I'm going to tell y'all. That happened to be, I'm looking at my calendar. That happened to be on the 24th. I had my appointment. I left work early. I put in to leave an hour early because my appointment was at, I believe, 3:15. And it wasn't that far from my job. But I left 30 minutes early because it wasn't that far from the job. And I walked down to the center where my doctor's office is at, inside the center. And when I got there, he was like, you know, he said, I really wanted to try to give you a allergy shot. He said, but I don't know if this has to do with your allergies. And he's like, I'm really just scared about giving you a shot because I don't know exactly what's going on. He was like, maybe I can get you in with an ENT and see if somebody is available right now. He was like, because you really need to see an ENT. And then he was like, well, let me go see what I can do. So he left out, and then he came back, and I guess nobody was available. And he said, only thing I could suggest to you, he said, because I'm really scared about trying to give you anything or giving you a shot and really not knowing what's going on. He's like, I need you to go to the emergency room. He was like, you know, whichever emergency room you want to go to, or you can go with the one that's with the network for, you know, with the doctor's office. I told him I'll go do that. And so I got in my car. I was kind of upset. Well, I went back to my car. I had to walk all the way back to the job, get on the shuttle at work, and then the shuttle took me to the garage to get my car. And by this time, I'm kind of upset and disappointed because I'm about to cry because I'm like, I don't want to go to the emergency room. I don't want to be in the emergency room with what I consider to be, you know, around people who can possibly have COVID or Rona. Let me put it that way, Rona. And that was freaking me out. And being around sick people, I don't really like being around sick people because I don't want to get sick, right? And I was just in my head over processing a lot of stuff at this time. And so I get there to the emergency room. I show them my paperwork from my doctor's office, telling them I just left. And then my doctor told me to come here. And they're asking me why. And I pulled down my mask. And I mean, like, all this was swollen under here. I looked like a bullfrog. And I told them my tongue is swollen and under here is swollen. I can barely talk. So they went ahead and took me in. And I'm thankful enough that emergency room that I went to that's associated with my doctor's office did not have a lot of patients there. Wasn't nobody sitting over in the waiting room area or nothing like that. Wasn't no people in the hallways or anything like that. You know, I was walked me back to the room that I was going to be at. They took, you know, my blood pressure, my weight, height, and all that type of stuff. And I talked as best as I could because my tongue was so restricted and I still spitting up stuff, right? And so they did a CT scan with the contrast so they can see what was going on. And they gave me a COVID test, and that was negative. I was thankful. And I told them, I said, well, I don't do anything but go to work and go home. But that doesn't mean anything because, you know, if I have to, I'll stop at the store or wherever. But, you know, I told them I keep myself masked up as best I can. And so I was thankful for that. And so after the CT and the emergency room doctor came back and he explained to me, he said, you have a stone that's in your gland. I said, okay, I know about that. He said, yeah, but the stone is very large. The stone is 2.1 centimeters. He said, and the nurse that was there with them, my nurse was very nice, very, you know, he was very helpful. And he showed me his thumb. And he was a taller guy, so his hands are much bigger than mine, right? So what I'm about to show y'all probably is not the right measurement because, like I said, I don't have big hands, right? But he said it's about the tip the nurse, when he was saying 2.1 centimeters, the nurse showed me the tip of his finger. I mean, of his nail, his thumbnail. He said it's about that big. He says 2.1 centimeters, and it's blocking your gland. He said with all that fluid building up and can't be able to move or pass through, is why you have, what you have is an infection. He said, so we're going to start you on antibiotics and steroids, but we're going to have to keep you to make sure, because if you're not able to eat and swallow, and we let you leave and something happens, or your tongue swells up on you completely, we don't want that. He said, so we're going to admit you overnight. It was supposed to be for overnight. I ended up being in the hospital for 5 days on steroids and antibiotics for them to get the swelling down and for me to be able to even eat. When I say eat, I don't mean like I'll be able to, was eating food. I mean like vegetable broth, cranberry juice, apple juice, and water. That's it. Just broth. And so I tried when I left Sunday from the hospital. I tried to go get something to eat. I did. I really did. I took, what was it? A bite of some collie wings. The smallest ones I could to get into my mouth, because I still couldn't open my mouth all the way. Excuse me. Try to get a bite. I took like 4 chews and my mouth was starting to hurt. So that's how I know I couldn't sit up there and be on. Because she also told me that when they let me leave to go home, that I was just supposed to be on broths and purees. But if I did eat, or I felt comfortable trying to eat, I had to eat very small amounts and very small bites. I was just hungry because I hadn't eaten for 2 weeks. And the only thing I was able, once this swelling went down, was just some broth. I was truly hungry and trying to be grown. My situation surely let me know this ain't gonna happen. I don't know what you're trying to do, but this ain't gonna happen. So I tried to eat on a pancake. Y'all, I just threw that pancake away yesterday. Well, this morning. Because I sit up there and I can only eat small bites at first. And the most I got through was halfway through a pancake. So I finally threw the other halfway this morning when I'm going to the refrigerator. Now, this past weekend, I did. I made myself some chili cheese fries, some vegan chili cheese fries from, I got the can of Amy's vegan chili, the medium, her black beans. I got the Seti, S-I-E-T-E, Seti, I think that's the name of it, but it's a vegan queso. I got that, and I got some Seti, I think it was Cool Ranch or ranch chips. Those are vegan as well. Besides, I had some the leftover fries from the collie wings that I put in the freezer. I put them in a bag and I put them in the freezer because I couldn't eat them. I was like, that's just too much chewing. So I took those out so it took me 2 days to eat on those fries, right? And then that was for Friday and Saturday. For Sunday, I took the chips and I ate on those on Sunday and Monday of this week, right? And so yesterday, still trying to be grown, went to the vegan Lindiana's kitchen, Southern Kitchen, food truck, vegan food truck, and got some tacos yesterday for Tuesday. Y'all, still trying to be grown, thinking I can eat all this stuff. And that stuff sit up there and hit underneath my tongue and the back of my throat, and it burned. So needless to say, I didn't finish the tacos the other day. Yes, I eat leftovers, but I really had no choice. And I had like the vegan fish taco and the vegan mushroom taco, but still, I'll add the pictures and stuff in there when I tie everything together, and y'all can see. But I was like, oh my gosh. Try to drink a soda. I have to be real careful with that. Be real careful with, the apple juice. you know, sucking on the lemons. It'll all, because for a while, besides trying to be grown this weekend, trying to eat the chili cheese fries or the nachos that I was trying to make, I could feel stuff going underneath my tongue on the left side, and I can't like get underneath my tongue like that. So I have some sponges that they gave you, like the ones that they give you for babies and stuff, in order to, and you know, when you're hospital, so you can clean your gums or your teeth and stuff with. I have those in order to help me sweep things from underneath my tongue. And then I have to drink a lot of fluids too, to make sure there's nothing trapped underneath there. So yeah, that's my experience so far. Leading up from leaving the hospital on the 28th to today is the 10th. Today is Wednesday the 10th. So I'll do a video tomorrow to wrap everything up, and then try to piece everything together, and then try to do my posting this weekend. But I at least want to come on and do a video and let y'all know exactly where I am and what's going on. And my post-op will be the week after my surgery. So I got a lot of things going on between now and then. And I got to try to stay healthy, because if it gets infected again between now and the surgery, then they have to push back the surgery. And I'm not trying to get infected or get this, you know, infected at all, because I wouldn't wish this on anybody. This is hell and high water, and the medication ain't no joke either, okay? But hopefully you guys had a good day, a great day, an awesome day, a wonderful day, a beautiful day. You know, no meet and greets. Maybe able to get home, work, or your destination of choice safe and sound in one piece. No hassle, fuss, trouble, problem, misunderstanding. You know, I just needed to just be able to let you guys know what was going on. I don't know if anyone else has maybe experienced this, gone through this, knows about this, knows someone who's been through this. You know, put a comment below and let me know. I understand everybody is different. Everybody handles things differently. So, like I said, I just want to come and talk to you guys for a little while. It's not inside the car. It's inside my house, in my room. But I just want to let you know that I'm doing better. Thumbs up. Tell my, you know, I talk to my parents every day, my siblings, and I let them know my progress as well. So, so hopefully I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Talk to you later. Okay, buns. I miscalculated my good morning, well, good afternoon, late, early evening to you. It's like 5:08 in the afternoon on Saturday, and I miscalculated my dosage. I thought I was going to be friendly on Thursday night, and I forgot that on Sunday when I was released from the hospital on the 28th, that was the day that the 12 days was supposed to start for the antibiotics. But what they sent me home with was not a full dosage for the 30 milliliters. So I had to have that taken, and then I didn't get my medicine until like after 6 on that Monday, March 1st. So I had 2 dosages I had already missed. So that made it until Friday. So I took everything Friday. When I finished on Friday, my last dosage last night, I looked in a bottle and I measured out the bottle. If y'all can see. Okay. I don't know if it's not really coming in. I wish I can bring it in and it would focus. But sorry. Trying to do this with one hand, y'all. So bear with me. By the way, you see in the bottle I still have another dosage, right? Oh, come on. You still see I have another dosage. Well, let me focus, or have this thing focus. Come on, focus in. Either way, you can still see it, right? I still have enough dosage. So, I figured today I wasn't going to be in a rush to take it this morning. Or, like, so I went ahead and already ate my, I guess you would call it lunch. Or early dinner. That was about 2. And, so this is the last swig dosage that I have to take. Got my water on hand. And then I'm done. And hopefully I'll have enough to go back and start doing my videos. So, here we go, y'all. It's not the best thing in the world, but we got to finish it up. Okay. Whew. Here we go. Okay. Bear with me. I'm sorry, y'all, but it's not a pleasant medicine to take. You need a chase of something. I don't care if it's water. I don't care if it's juice. But it needs something, right? So, that is the last. I have nothing else left. Bottle is empty. Nothing left. Bottle's empty. I'm completely finished. That's my last of my antibiotics. So, look forward to staying healthy, y'all. And I'm going to try to put up my videos today so I can have something posted. Hopefully they upload today or sometime this weekend. Sometimes they load up real fast and then other times it'll be real slow. So, I just want to come in real quick and just add that little something at the ends. And I've been on solid foods. Yesterday I had a SWAT burger from Houston, Atlanta Vegan Food Truck. And it was so good. Like, y'all, like 4 times this week I've had solid food. The rest of the time it has been soup. The many meal supplements, the vegan ones. Or I just would go to sleep, right? But that's all. Like, I had from Taco Deli, I had their freaking vegan, which is basically just black beans, pico de gallo, and avocado. Something soft, right, that I could eat and take my time and slowly eat. I ate that for breakfast 2 times this week. And then Tuesday, like I said, I had Lindiana. I had the fish and the mushroom tacos, but it took me 2 days to eat it. And then yesterday, Thursday, I had the rodeo burger from Houston, Atlanta Vegan. And then yesterday, I had their SWAT burger. Both were very delicious. I left completely full. And it took me almost 45 minutes to eat the burger. Because I just had to take bites and chew real slow until it was chewed all the way up and then swallow it and drink my water afterward or drink the lemon. Yesterday I had lemonade. So I hope this kind of wraps up the video for you guys that I'm doing and piecing together. And I thank my family for being there with me, supporting me, checking up on me, and kept everybody updated. And I hope to talk to you guys real soon and go back to doing my videos. So hopefully you're having a good day, a great day, an awesome day, a wonderful day, a blessed day. No meet and greets, and hopefully people are being respectful toward each other the best they can. And I hope to talk to y'all soon, like I said. All right. Hope you got home, work, or your destination of choice safe and sound, okay, on Buns? Talk to you later.